I am Stephan and I'm a guest service coordinator here on the Isle of Wight and have been for nearly 4 years if you don't count COVID in there somewhere. Yeah, so it was April 2019 I started. My education was all aimed towards actually going into more kind of the nursing side of things, and then I took a year out before going to uni and didn't go to uni and ended up working for another company as an activity instructor and then also a tour guide around different places in France for 10 years. And then that settled me into being here and in the same kind of business, but just in a kind of a different setting. Instead of being activities, I wanted to try and see the kind of like other side of it. So the ones where you're kind of more dealing with the groups on a kind of customer service side. Because previous to all of the activities, I was in a lot of different customer service jobs, so I just wanted to get back to that a little bit more. Typically day-to-day is coming in, it depends on shifts because the shifts can be different. I can come in at the beginning of the day or part way through and then finish up later on in the evening, depending on how the rota goes. Normally it would be that I would come in, get in, check emails, and then effectively from there it's looking after guests on site, going out and checking if they're okay, having a little walk around, having a little chat with the teachers just to make sure everything's okay. And then coming back into here, and from there it would be going onto the system and then just kind of working through getting information out to groups, asking for information from groups as well that are going to be arriving with us, and just kind of explaining anything if any teachers have any questions. And normally there's a few phone calls that will come through as well. I think the best part is being able to go out and about and actually still interact with guests, as well as obviously going from the start when the booking arrives to us and we start processing the information and getting them ready to come out, because it kind of gives that kind of flow of them getting to know you as the process of coming through their booking and getting everything sorted out, and then having the face to that person that may have called them or emailed them a few times to ask a few questions. And so I do like that part of the job the best. It means that they've talked to you and then get to put a face to the person that they've been talking to whilst the process has been going on in the centre, because we normally get them from 12 weeks onwards towards their stay. So it's nice to actually be able to say, hi, I'm this person that's been calling you. Kind of gets that bit of familiarity together. So it means that when you walk up to them throughout their stay, there's another recognisable face from when they walk through the door into when they leave. I find that Kingswood, when I turned up, felt quite a lot like a family, especially the work team. So coming into a place where you're a brand new person that didn't know anyone, to come into a place and then within days feel like you're comfortable and that you're one of the team from that really early point really, really helps. And then obviously with confidence of kind of getting settled into the job and also working with the departments, having that familial kind of feel to everything just kind of pushed me to kind of go, right, I'm happy here, comfortable here. And then also it made the whole thing of wanting to progress and talking to people about progression easier, because I didn't feel like I was putting anyone out of the way. It was more of I could knock on the door and normally it's a big smiley face that comes out from an office door, and then I can chat to them and go from there. It's the same with the activities team and the housekeeping team, everyone right on centre. It does feel like a family. You can walk down and it's as if you're seeing your brother or walking along the road past you and stuff like that. So that's why I like it. So that is the best thing about working for Kingswood, is it feels like family. It was mainly because I really enjoyed still being in the kind of like outdoor education side of things, so that spurred me on to have a look. And Kingswood, I'd heard so many different things about Kingswood from other people that had kind of either went on a trip, because I have a couple of friends that are teachers that have said that they enjoyed coming here. So I had a look and I applied, and it was literally quite swift actually. I was applied and not long after I was sitting in the office starting my first day. So I think that was the main thing that pushed me, was my previous experience of coming in from activities, and I just wanted to be somewhere I was comfortable. And it's been crazy and amazing ever since, so that's why I'm here. So in the next few years, I still want to be within the company, and I'm always looking to kind of progress. So if there's any kind of training that goes on, I generally kind of ask to see if I can get onto that. Also talking through with my managers and etc. to see if there's any developmental things that they can help me with, like, for example, getting a bit stronger at certain aspects of my own job, or picking up something that another person in our office does that I want to have an interest in, to then see if that could help me out in then progressing further on. So that's the main thing, is to progress throughout the company. Hopefully, next step is guest service manager, but we'll see how that goes. I think give it a go, because I mean, guest services, a lot of people that obviously I've seen in other kind of businesses, people would look at it and think, oh, it's sitting at a desk. It's not. I'm up and out all the time. I'm always out on my feet doing something, going out and sorting out issues if there is anything, as I said before, going through and just chatting to teachers, having that chance to do things. Other things we do is support other departments, so you're not always stuck in one place. It's a very diverse job. You obviously are doing your main job of sitting at the desk and kind of getting through everything, supporting schools, but at the same time, whilst they're here, you're able to get out, do stuff, walk up to the shop and help someone in the shop, go out and see them on activities, and if they need a hand with anything, go and sort them out there. Or even, as I said, sorting out issues. It's one of those things that's really diverse. So I would say, if you come at the guest service side of things, don't expect to be sat down in your entire shift, because you won't. You'll get your steps in.